All right, everyone, buckle up because today we're diving deep into the world of Acorns. You know, that app that wants to turn your spare change into an investment empire. We dug into a popular finance guru's take on Acorns, and he had some pretty strong opinions, let me tell you.
Yeah, micro investing and robo-advisors, those are really trendy right now, and Acorns is right in the thick of it. They're making investing seem less like Wall Street and more accessible, which is great, but
But like with anything, gotta look beyond the hype, right?
hey.
So for those who haven't encountered Acorns yet, what is it?
Well, at its core, it's about taking those little bits of money we often overlook, those spare cents, and putting them to work.
Like, okay, say your coffee's $3.50.
Right. Acorns rounds that up to $4.
Yeah.
Investing that extra 50 cents. So simple, but
Kind of genius.
in a way, yeah.
Because we're talking like, what, a couple of quarters here, a few dimes there?
Yeah.
Who even notices that?
Exactly. It's about harnessing the power of those small amounts that individually wouldn't make much of a difference, but over time, potentially a different story.
But it's not just throwing those nickels and dimes into a wishing well, right?
Oh, absolutely not. Acorns invest that money into a diversified portfolio of stocks and bonds.
Okay, so they're not messing around. They're going full on Wall Street with our spare change. How many different stocks are we talking here?
Think big, over 7,000
Whoa.
stocks and bonds combined, designed to echo, get this, Vanguard index funds.
No way, seriously. Vanguard.
Yeah, which is a big deal because in the investing world, Vanguard is a name synonymous with, solid, well-respected index funds.
Yeah. I mean, you hear Vanguard, you think like responsible, grown-up investing, not just like...
Yeah, I'm playing around with your spare change. No, this is legit.
Yeah. And so for someone who might be brand new to investing, intimidated by the whole thing, this sounds like, dare I say, easy.
That's the appeal. It's like investing on autopilot. You set it and to some degree forget it.
And speaking of things that sound a little, shall we say, intriguing, Acorns has that Grow magazine. You know, our YouTube friend for this episode, he actually made a funny comparison, said it sounded more like the name of, well, a certain kind of magazine.
I think I know what you're referring to.
Yeah, a little herbal publication, let's just say.
A little humor can definitely make finance less stuffy.
No doubt. But jokes aside, there's a big elephant in the room with any investing platform, especially one that's all about automation and ease.
You're talking about the fees. He's right to go there. That's off of the catch, isn't it?
And the fees, yeah. Our YouTube guy definitely did not shy away from that. He went full-on spreadsheet warrior on us.
Like he should, honestly, because those fees, even if they seem small, can make a big difference over time, right? It's like the sneaky little gremlins of investing.
Totally. And he really honed in on that whole dollar roundup thing.
Yeah, because it's easy to think, oh, it's just $1, no biggie. But if you're only investing a couple $100 total...
And it's getting rounded up every time.
Exactly. Those fees can end up eating a bigger chunk of your returns than you might realize.
So, what's the alternative? Just do it the old-fashioned way, pick our own stocks.
Well, he actually pointed out that if you're dealing with smaller amounts, like in those early stages of investing, you might be better off going with a zero-fee index fund.
Like from, what, like Vanguard or Fidelity, those guys?
Yeah, exactly. He ran the numbers. And for certain balances, those zero-fee options could actually outperform Acorns, purely from a mathematical perspective.
So hold up, is he saying Acorns is a bad deal?
Not necessarily. It's all about understanding the trade-offs.
Okay, so break it down for me.
So Acorns might not be the absolute cheapest option out there, especially if you have a larger balance, but where it shines is in its simplicity, the automation, and get this, the behavioral nudges.
Behavioral nudges. What is Acorns like? Whispering subliminal messages in my sleep now?
Not quite, but it's tapping into how our brains work, right? Remember those stats our YouTube friend mentioned about how many people struggle to save money?
Oh, yeah, like way too many of us.
Exactly. And Acorns is designed to help overcome those mental hurdles. It's like that little voice that says, hey, you got this, let's put this spare change to good use, and before you know it...
It adds up.
Exactly. It's about building those positive financial habits, almost without us even realizing it.
That's kind of cool. I mean, it's like tricking your brain into saving.
In a way, yeah, and it can be super effective.
So I'm hearing that for someone who's maybe a bit more advanced, comfortable picking their own investments, Acorns might not be the best fit, right?
No.
But for someone like me who's, still figuring things out, it could be a good stepping stone.
Absolutely. It's about finding the right tool for the job.
Right.
And our source, even though he had his reservations at first, he actually ended up opening an Acorns account himself just to see how it worked.
Wow, so he really put his money where his mouth is, huh?
Right. He wanted to experience it firsthand.
That's commitment. But speaking of things he experienced firsthand, we haven't even touched on that Grow magazine yet. He kind of called it out for being a bit basic.
Yeah, he wasn't super impressed with the depth of the content.
But hey, at least it's something, right? Like you got to start somewhere. And for a lot of folks, just having a little bit of guidance, even if it's basic, is better than nothing.
Totally. It's all about lowering that barrier to entry, right?
Right.
Making investing less intimidating. And that's definitely a step in the right direction.
So it sounds like if you're already a seasoned investor, Acorns might not be your cup of tea, but for the newbies, the folks who want to be a little more hands-off, could be a good fit.
Exactly. It's all about finding the right tool for the job. And our YouTube guy, even though he had his doubts at first, he ended up being pleasantly surprised by the whole Acorns approach.
Yeah, he actually said he kind of went into it expecting to hate it.
He did, didn't he? But in the end, he saw the value, especially for certain types of investors.
It's like sometimes you just got to see for yourself, right?
Absolutely. And you know, it's interesting, this whole idea of automating good habits, it got me thinking.
Oh, yeah, where are you going with this?
Well, if it works for investing, why not apply it to other areas of our financial lives, you know?
Whoa, hold on, break it down for me.
Like, think about budgeting or paying off debt. What if we could automate those things the same way Acorns automates investing?
Okay, so like instead of rounding up to invest, you round up to pay off your credit card bill faster.
Exactly. Or automate regular transfers to a savings account. Make it effortless to reach your goals.
Dude, that's actually brilliant. See, this is why I love these deep dives. We started out talking about Acorns, and now we're like hacking the system, automating our way to financial freedom.
That's the power of exploring these ideas, right?
Mm.
Even if Acorns isn't the perfect solution for everyone, it sparks these bigger conversations about our relationship with money.
And how we can use technology to like outsmart our own bad habits.
Exactly. It's about taking control, even if it means handing over some of that control to an app or an algorithm.
So even if you walk away from this deep dive thinking, Acorns isn't for me, hopefully, you've at least gotten a few ideas about how to automate your way to a healthier financial life.
Because at the end of the day, it's not about the specific tool. It's about finding what works for you and your unique financial goals.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Thanks for diving in with us, everyone, and we'll catch you on the next one.